It's 1-1 right now with JCM in the winner's bracket taking the first one, SR with the 1-0 closeout in the second game.
Yeah, I agree. And just looking back real quick, just a quick question for you. What is the biggest surprise so far? Whether it's Waka Flocka getting eliminated first round of the losers bracket or Ping kind of getting farther than people might have thought they would. What's just the biggest surprise?
The biggest surprise to me, I think, was as far as I was really impressed with how far GSC went. They were my dark horse candidate, and I think they did a great job, and I'm so happy for that guild making it as far as they went. So that, for me, that was probably the surprise, and just a lot of the surprise comp that they brought out. They had a lot of different success running different comps, so for me, that was the surprise. So I was really happy about that, but, we're kicking into the third game here of SR versus JCM. Who do you got, guys, coming in at you live? My prediction here is that if JCM loses this game, the series over.
You think
I
so?
think this is a statement game for JCM to come out and get a win.
Yeah, I think with the weight and everything, I think people are getting more tired and losing that will to go on. But then again, you gotta remember these guys probably have a ton of adrenaline going right now. Being in the Twink Cup in the finals, it's probably super intense, and I think they're all set to go. I don't think this will determine the outcome of the series.
Tassel's the stream on the right thing? Stream on the right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we're good. Never mind. Okay, awesome. Okay, so we're going into the midfield fight here. Both teams starting to clash, and Pizza with the Zergahud doing a lot of damage onto the front line. Star Surge is coming out, and Trashglamour taking a lot of damage there, but it's very well absorbed, and kind of just trading off surges right now. Cowgirlswag going down there, so a lot of burst there, and Moran opening. So Roulaa knows that Moran's in mid at this point. They get that kill on Cowgirlswag. Let's see if SR is able to continue that push going for the control. Roulaa right now still in stealth, and look at this. Grizzle's coming over so close to Roulaa. He actually might catch him out. That was a really close call going up the ramp there. So Roulaa's in stealth.
Pizza drops to half. He's getting very low war stop. He has to war stop to save himself. That was close on Pizza's fight there. Curly's really low now. God, the damage JCM is able to pump out so quickly, like, it is insanity. Like, it's unbelievable. Darkchewie
It is crazy right now.
Roulaa is struggling big time. The Grizzles are right on Roulaa's tail. Forced the AGM right there. Tried to first aid, but Grizzle interrupted it immediately.
I think Roulaa's going to
Grizzle's
drop.
so close to getting the kill on Roulaa.
Oh, wow.
And Roulaa is going to take a ton of damage from Grizzle alone. If he's not able to kill him soon, it's going to be trouble. And the city's coming out from Grizzle, so I think Roula's going to go down, and he does go down. So this is a huge problem now from JCM because they're blocked off from their base.
Darkchewie is snapped out of bed, though. Rampdweller's there, and so is Cowgirlswag coming up right on Darkchewie.
That is a great play by Rampdweller right there. That was a great sap. He was able to get that.
He opened a little too early.
Yeah, he could have waited.
Just right there.
But I think they saw that Zeirenn was coming, and I think they said it'll be really good if we can pick him off like they just did, because they'll lose some mid pressure. But
Chewie's already committing out of the GY here, so he's going for it right now. And you can see Roulaa coming out of the GY right now. Let's see if he spams roots onto Chewie. He's just going to elect to do some damage here. Bigmoran opening on Roulaa, trying to alleviate some pressure. And Ezeron breaking off from the side here with Azngirlswagx, but I think that honestly it might be too late for him to get by. The AGM coming off with Darkchewie, and he's making it to Grizzle. An expected bandage coming in from Grizzle. So in bear form, Grizzle's going to get topped up, and he's going to run right in. Yeah, he's going in for the cap here.
Well, surprisingly enough, it seemed like Ezeron was a little bit too slow getting there, and so was Agntgrizzle. They were just a little bit too slow on the ball, trying to go up ramp whenever Darkchewie committed. They probably didn't expect that commit so early.
And Darkchewie running up the tunnel here. He's going to go for a cap, but watch what happens in the transition play, because SR lost a lot of players during that transition, and JCM is pushing up really hard for this next pick. Roulaa trying to go up the ramp here, but already being contested by Sliq. He knows that Sliq's going to die, and he's in a bad spot, so might as well go out with a bang and contesting Roulaa all the way up the ramp, and that's just good play. That's smart play by Agent Sliq, just buying as much time as he can. So Roulaa taking the Insignia, and he's going to keep moving up the ramp here. Srgntpizza down, who's the shot caller for SR, and they've got to get regrouped in the GY, and they're not rushing anything right now. They realize they got to get fully grouped before they can push out.
Zeirenn kind of...
Rampdweller got Zerk and is already on D, so waiting for Darkchewie to get over there, but Darkchewie is just barely halfway.
Roulaa coming out the tunnel right now, and JCM is in great position to meet him.
Roulaa kind of just. Oh, that was weird. Just stop moving
Yeah,
for a
looks like
second.
Rule stopped for just a second there.
That might
Coming out
come
getting
over to.
charged by Owen.
Oh wow. I think Roulaa's probably gonna be okay here. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
think
won't get the
that's,
kill, but they
yeah.
did slow her down, so that is good.
So in the meantime, right now, Rampdweller and Ezeron are on D, so if they can get Roulaa out of here, the Displacer coming out. But check this out. Even though Ezeron and Rampdweller are on D, Zeirenn's already coming up the ramp right now. So if they're not able to close in on Darkchewie relatively quickly here, this could be a lot of trouble. So the question is, where is Darkchewie? And he's going up with boots right now into this flag room. Rampdweller already with the sap. We'll see if there's a trinket here. But Moran's hovering as well, too, so... It looks like they're going to go
Great
for a
sap
but
there.
Bigmoran saps out Rampdweller. So that the opener is no ambush here, and the silence coming out, but I think Zeirenn's going to be here in time, and Zeirenn does get here. Agntgrizzle getting into the scene late. Rampdweller already down, but the damage coming in. Do they have a silence from Ezeron and a Warstomp coming out? The trinket there. Roulaa from the backside trying to help out here, and a Stomp coming out. Damage going into Darkchewie. They may have enough, and they do kill him. So Roulaa assisting in the FC kill with the 2 hunters. Can they get this capture during the transition play? And it looks like they are going to get it here. Roulaa going in for the dunk. So a 1-1 transition cap by JCM. It looked like it was pretty much out of the picture there, but Roulaa coming around the side, giving some off heals to Haas, keeping him up in the play. That was a great job. And then Kevy coming up the ramp there, Agntgrizzle for that other hunter contest. They just had the numbers advantage there, a 4-on-3. Great job during that transition.
It's crazy how Darkchewie still dropped, even though Bigmoran was able to get that sap and completely destroy the rogue ambush opener. That's just insanity. I think it's because they were able to get their hunters there. The damage from hunters is almost unhealable, especially 2.
Yeah, when the procs get going, it's a lot of trouble to keep up with, especially when you got racials available, which they did. Cowgirlswag coming out of the tunnel here, but check this out. We got Moran in stealth looking for Cowgirlswag to go for a passer, and he's already sapping Cowgirlswag. I would see if they maybe even pass it right now, and they are going to do that since Roulaa's in stealth and Cowgirl sapped anyway, so a smart pass in my opinion there. In the meantime, Grizzle's coming out of this Darkchewie getting sapped here, and it looks like they're going to be able to get a hard opener onto Darkchewie. So here's the opener sapping onto that, but he does get the Displacer into the team. A lot of damage going into Darkchewie, and he's caught out of bear right now. The damage coming in, but Agntgrizzle getting the repick, and he's trying to disengage into the team. A Star Surge going onto him. A lot of damage being pumped out. Ezeron getting on top of this, but he might have made it deep enough into his team. But they do have Zeirenn down, Srgntpizza down, Agntgrizzle barely staying alive. He's just trying to kite back with that disengage. He's getting as much distance as he can here. Cowgirlswag being relentless, trying to prevent him from getting away, but he might have actually made it just far enough out of the range of JCM. Like, unbelievable job right now at 1500 health. They're going to try to pass up to GY immediately. Oh my gosh.
Wow. That was a close call there.
That was crazy. Like that, just that management by Grizzle there, keeping in range of his team that's falling apart and then being able to move out with that disengage. Really, that's what we're talking about, the Hunter matchup here. What a composed play by Agntgrizzle there. Even though they are down the cap here in the 1-1 tie due to JCM's transition cap, it could have been 2-1 really fast, and Agntgrizzle pretty much saving the day right there on that transition play for skill ratio. That was not clean by skill ratio at all. And take a look. Doesn't want skill ratio. Doesn't want to play into skill ratio's GY game, so they're electing to hold back very far in midfield. Darkchewie is going to stay on top of the GY for now. Rampdweller in the back though, he's got Zerker, and it's 4 stacks right now. Maybe it's stacks he feels like he could open on this guy. I'm not sure if anyone else is available in the scene. So Darkchewie does elect to jump down with the team. SR starting to push out right now. And it looks like we're going to start their clash in midfield, and Cowgirlswag in stealth right now. So look for a hard opener with Rampdweller from behind with Cowgirlswag, and look for that 6 stacks to be the key when they open on Darkchewie here. So the midfield, if everyone stays up here for JCM, it could be a good look because we see Rampdweller and Cowgirlswag poking over for this opener. They're just waiting for the 6 stacks, in my opinion.
Bigmoran, I think, got knocked out there. He almost died. I think he had to pop AGM there, and evasion. Yeah, Bigmoran's evasion is down.
And that's good as well, too, because Roulaa can be assured that he knows where the FC is, and the sap coming out from Rampdweller. The Star Surge coming in, a double Star Surge, and he's going to sap the Star Surge, so another one going in, and the 5 bite. But the Displacer right before the silence, can they catch Cowgirlswag? He's popping defensives. He's gonna be okay, but at the same time, Darkchewie is gonna be completely fine. So really good management by Darkchewie there, handling that situation well, not compromising his position with his Displacer Beast, and he's gonna head right up the tunnel now that they know where the stealthies are.
Right, well, the rogue is dead, so he knows pretty much he can do whatever he wants for just the time being.
Absolutely, and JCM on the retreat here as SR is at full strength in midfield. They've got to find a way to stabilize, and not only stabilize, but get some FC pressure now because Darkchewie is going to be on top of the GY in a great position here, so SR could look to go offensive. Roulaa going up the tunnel right now. Both FCs playing very defensively. Ezeron kind of blocking off this tunnel right now, just watching for Roulaa, trying to contest the stealthies that might be going to intercept Roulaa. Bigmoran actually electing to go on defense right now, and he sapped Cowgirlswag out. So that's the boomkin out in midfield.
Grizzle's going to come help get the kill.
Right. And a good displacer, but a good look nonetheless. They know where the boomkin is now as well too, so that's great for them. That's some of that backside pressure that they're going to need to get on Darkchewie. So it's just Rampdweller alone, and they've got Oi, who's coming out the GY res, and Zeirenn back there. Bigmoran going around the side here up ramp, looking like he wants to get some pressure on Roulaa, but it's just going to be him for now, and the Zerker is available, so that should help him on this push, and we're going to look at 10 or 11 stacks by the time he's up there. In midfield, though, SR is starting to lose momentum here. JCM really on a roll. If they can land a kill on Maineac, who they're diving right now, Stone's going in on him, a Trinket and Battlemaster coming out. He's popped Guardian as well, too, so he's very low. He's going to go down here. Roulaa electing to come into midfield as well, too, because he wants to be with his team while they're pushing here at 10 stacks, and Darkchewie on top of the GY in a good situation.
Rampdweller behind him, actually. Look at this. Rampdweller almost one-shots him on the opener. Wow.
And he forces Darkchewie down completely. So really good job there. And Rampdweller trying to pop evasion, just give his team a little bit more time on target on Darkchewie for them to continue pushing up. But to be completely honest, it looks like JCM's pretty far behind here. So if JCM had continued pushing there, I think that's a great look for them.
Right.
But it just looked a little bit out of sync. So while it did force Darkchewie down, and it was a good look for Haas, he needed someone to follow up.
Bigmoran is coming right up behind Roulaa with Zerg, and Darkchewie is pretty much free to do whatever he wants just for the time being because the rogue is going. He is dead right now, so Darkchewie is right next to Cap. If they could get a kill on Roulaa, that'd be just pretty much an instant cap.
That was still insanity, the damage that one rogue was able to do to Roulaa there, and he was in bear form. Imagine if he got caught out, that would have been a one-shot easily. So definitely going to have to be careful there, Chewie. And looks like Roulaa, no, not going to that stump spot we saw before. Perhaps.
I'm not gonna lie right now. I'm like relatively surprised how they're playing this because they are a cap down. They're playing very heavy defense right now, and really, it's just I feel like you need more pressure right now, and I think that they're realizing that right now. And maybe we'll see some more of SR coming out. Yeah, they are going to come out GY. They realize that, you know, they're down the cap in the 1-1 tie here, so they've got to get more pressure out. If I'm JCM here. Oh, and look at this. They're going to go for the double Druid opener as well, too. So Darkchewie.
I heard, though, because the rogue did get Zerk, and he's coming up pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Really getting sapped here in midfield as well, too.
Rampdweller's almost here.
They're keeping a hunter on D with
Zeirenn.
But, yeah, Zeren's definitely going to take a ton more damage than Chewie did. But he does have one on defense. I still don't think that'll save him.
Oh, and they do catch Bigmoran out, but honestly, look at
the damage. Look at that damage.
Drops. Oh my god, the kick goes on to it, but Agent's gets the repick. Can they finish him off here? Cowgirlswag getting into the picture and a star switch going on to him. Rampdweller trying to finish him off. Can they get the click? It looks like the flag might even be in the air at this point. I don't know if anyone can grab it right now.
Oh, wow. Oh, my. Yeah, that's going to return. I do.
Completely
that is...
It's just going to go down right there. So, now, here's a big question right now. Is JCM really doesn't need to cap this, and this is a smart play right here. Really smart play. Unbelievable, because they're up the cap right now. They realize, hey, I know it's 15 stacks, but we know where some of their players are. If we cap this and we're not in a good position to get this next path, or next cap rather, it's a transition play for SR. And right now, keeping a look on where some of their players are. Srgntpizza.
They did cap it. Darkchewie is right here to get the repick, though. You just got to make sure he doesn't get caught out because they are going to be exiting right there.
Yeah, so Darkchewie coming out the ramp here. I'm a little surprised they didn't hold it a little bit longer.
Yeah, I feel like they definitely could have.
But Darkchewie is going to start going up, getting this pick control, and he's coming out of stealth right now to even get there. So he realizes his team needs him to be flawless right now, come out and really cross this. So he's going to probably come out tunnel, regardless of what the circumstances are outside of the tunnel. It's Agent Slick on defense right now, kind of contesting that look. Ezeron actually slips around the backside here to contest Grizzle in midfield. And Srgntpizza sees what's going on here, and they actually have the advantage in this transition, but there's 44 seconds to go. This is so risky right now. Honestly, this is really going to look like a transition cap for skill ratio here.
It looks like Roula's
going up the ramp.
ahead, though. I think Roula's going to be able to get... No, Hunter's on Roulaa right now. Slick's on Roulaa, so that's going to... Even if they don't get the kill, that's definitely going to slow him.
And Wuxueyangx trying to get some slows on Darkchewie with 30 seconds to go at the tunnel.
Man.
They just keep barreling, and every second counts at this point. So
Roulaa just dropped. Wow, this could be a cap. Oh my.
Oh, boots are up too.
Boots are up as well too.
Wow.
Like their decision. Oh my goodness.
That is devastating. 10 seconds left and skill ratio takes it. That's insanity.
Unbelievable.
Wow. All these last second
guess,
caps are insane, man.
I love that decision by JCM to hold the cap, but they
didn't hold it long enough. They could have held it for 20 seconds longer. Right. There's no reason. Honestly, skill ratio was just sitting outside of their GY waiting for that cap. They could have held. I feel like they could have held the flag for another minute. I really don't agree with that decision by them. It was a perfect idea holding the cap or holding the flag for that matter, but they just did not hold it long enough.